What's up, my Financial Fit fam? Adam here, and welcome back as always. In the past, we've discussed a lot of why Bitcoin is the premier crypto in the cryptocurrency space. It's by no means the only. There's literally thousands of projects happening in crypto, and there are plenty with more functionality than Bitcoin. One of those projects in particular has had hype for the past 5 years and is now the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, and that would be Ethereum. So in today's video, we're going to look at how Ethereum works, how it compares to Bitcoin, and what makes this project so exciting. So let's get going. If you could do me a huge favor and smash the like button and subscribe to this channel, especially if you like this type of content around cryptocurrency or you want to just learn more about investing. Now, when it comes to buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, I prefer using exchanges that I trust, and that's Coinbase and Kraken. I'm gonna have those linked in the description below if you'd like to use them. They are affiliate links, so I do get a little bit of a kickback, but you also get a little something to start your portfolio. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency and was actually launched in 2015. Ethereum is a software platform that has set out to become a decentralized version of the internet. Decentralization, just like what we see in Bitcoin, means that it's not controlled or governed by one single entity. The internet as we know it today, with online services, businesses, and enterprises, use more of a centralized system of governance, which means you enter personal information like your address, name, age, credit card information, and it's stored within one location. Now, this can lead to a huge problem, especially when hackers attack the network, the systems are down due to maintenance, or maybe because there's a power outage. The systems basically fail. Ethereum, being a decentralized system, means it's fully autonomous and it's not controlled by any one person. It has no central point of failure. It runs off of thousands and thousands of computers across the globe, which means it'll never go offline. And your personal information and all of your creative content will actually remain in your full control. So remember, the purpose of Ethereum is to revolutionize the internet, but in order for that to happen, you need computing power. So the Ethereum network uses a transactional token called Ether as a form of payment to make sure that its programs and services can run safely and effectively. Now, it is common for people to compare Ethereum and Bitcoin, but they're really trying to do two different things. Bitcoin is a monetary peer-to-peer system or a store of value. Ethereum is really trying to revolutionize the internet. Ethereum has its own internet browser, coding language, and payment system. But most importantly, Ethereum allows its users to create decentralized applications on the Ethereum blockchain. And for short, we call them Dapps. These Dapps essentially cut out the middleman and any expenses that are associated with that third party. So for example, you hail an Uber, Uber connects you with that driver. You then complete your ride, you pay for that ride through the Uber app, and then Uber pays the driver. In the decentralized version, the Dapp would automatically connect you directly with that driver and you would pay that driver directly, and therefore cutting Uber out completely. The entire Ethereum network is supported by a global system of nodes. Nodes are volunteers that download the entire Ethereum blockchain and enforce all the rules in order to keep it honest and secure. In doing so, they receive rewards. These consensus rules, as well as other aspects of the network, are dictated by smart contracts. Smart contracts are designed to automatically perform transactions or other simple tasks in the Ethereum network with two parties that don't necessarily trust each other. The terms for both parties to fulfill are pre-programmed into that contract. The completion of those terms will then trigger the transaction or any simple action along the Ethereum network. Imagine automatically sending money from one person to another once a certain set of conditions have been met. Now let's go back to that Uber example. The driver picks you up, drops you off at your end destination. Once those terms are met, then the transaction would be completed and the driver would get paid directly. Now imagine selling a home from one person to another. Traditionally, there's a lot of people involved. A real estate agent, escrow agent, maybe some lawyers. This process is very long and expensive. But with Ethereum, a piece of the code could start an automatic transaction of ownership of the home from the seller to the buyer, and then move the funds from the buyer to the seller after the deal is agreed upon without really needing any third-party involvement. The ability to make decentralized applications and create smart contracts makes Ethereum a very powerful tool. There are several differences between crypto number one, Bitcoin, and crypto number 2, Ethereum. The first of which is that Bitcoin has a maximum of 21 million Bitcoins to ever be created. With Ethereum, the amount of Ether that can be created is relatively endless. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum use a proof of work consensus algorithm. Kind of think of it as like a filing folder. So what happens is a group of transactions are packaged together and they're put into blocks. In order for that block to be added to the blockchain, groups of computers work together to verify that transaction. In Bitcoin, it takes approximately 10 minutes for these confirmations to happen. With Ethereum, they try to solve the adding of the block to the blockchain in 12 seconds or less. Bitcoin and Ethereum both use a proof of work concept. However, proof of work is very expensive and does cause environmental damage. With proof of work, thousands of computers compete against each other to try to figure out a mathematical equation in order to get the mining reward. Although Ethereum currently uses a proof of work model, it will be switching over to proof of stake with the new Ethereum 2.0. With proof of stake, you only need to hold 32 Ether in order to be considered a validator. Validators are no longer competing against other computers, and it's not based on computing power. Instead, they are chosen at random to create a new block and add it to the blockchain, or to validate existing blocks. Ethereum can also be used to create DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. This allows them to operate transparently and with no single leader. DAOs are run by programming code and a series of smart contracts that are written into the Ethereum blockchain. Therefore, there is no centralization of this organization. Ethereum is currently going through an upgrade to Ethereum 2.0 or Serenity. On top of the proof of stake algorithm that it'll be moving towards, it will also be introducing sharding. I said sharding, not sharting. Sharding breaks data verification tasks up amongst several nodes, meaning that each node only needs to verify the information it's been given. This makes the whole blockchain extremely more efficient and can process more transactions in a shorter period of time. While we're all excited about Ethereum 2.0, the current gas fees, or the fee that is associated with transaction on the Ethereum blockchain, are currently outrageous. I literally tried to send a small amount of Ethereum to someone about a week ago, and the gas fees were like $200. While Bitcoin and Ethereum both use blockchain, they're trying to solve very different problems. One is a peer-to-peer monetary exchange or a store of value, and the other one is really looking to change the internet and the way we utilize the internet. The Ethereum blockchain really has a robust network with over 3,000 Dapps already developed and many more to come. Could Ethereum overtake Bitcoin in the future? Maybe. With more development and mass adoption, that might happen. But as of right now, Bitcoin sits at just under $900 billion of market cap, while Ethereum sits at right around $165 billion. Not too shabby either. And I hope they both go to the moon. As always, save, invest, and grow. Ciao, ciao.